Hey guys, hope you're all well. Hope this video finds you well. My name is Mabel and welcome to my channel. Today I'm talking about a question I was sent, and it's about what they don't tell you about marriage. Now I've been married for about 11 years, and so I got some experience there. But yeah, so let's talk about the question. So guys, I've got my notepad down here because I've written down all the points I want to cover. I don't want to forget anything. So I'll be looking, if I look down, that's what I'm looking at. So the first point is there's no right or wrong way. In marriage, there's literally no right or wrong way. A lot of people worry. I think one of the main things about marriage people worry about is like, oh my God, I'm going to get it wrong. Or what if I don't get it wrong? I mean, right, and then things go wrong. No, you can't. There's no right or wrong. You learn as you go. You can't know everything about something you've never experienced. So don't worry about it. As long as your partner is understanding and is willing to learn, because you'll be learning, he'll be learning, hopefully you'll be learning together. So do not worry about doing it wrong or doing it right, or do not worry about it. Just go with the flow. You will learn. It's a learning. Marriage it's about learning. Literally, it's about learning, because first of all, if you've never lived together before, trust and believe you'll be learning, because you'll be learning their traits, the good traits, the bad traits. They'll be learning your good traits, your bad traits. So it's a whole learning, it's a learning experience. But you get there. Don't worry about the whole right or wrong. There's no right or wrong. So another point is that marriage is not a fairy tale. The only fairy tale you're gonna get, I'm afraid, is your wedding day. And then after that, you have to work on your marriage. It is not gonna, just because you're married, it doesn't mean, oh, that's it, I don't have to put any effort into it. No, you do. You actually have to put more effort once you're married than when you are dating, because then you are kind of like single, I would say. So you didn't have to put too much effort, and you weren't living together, so it was like easier. But once you're living together, you have to put in the effort. You have to be able to communicate with your partner. You have to make time for your partner. You have to put time in for finances. You have to put time in just for you too. And because life is so busy, sometimes these things they kind of slip under the carpet. You sweep them under the carpet, because adulthood is busy. Adulthood is full on. You don't really even have time for yourself sometimes. So once you get married, you have to work on it. You have to put in work for the things he likes. He has to put in work to work on the things you like. So you can make it a happy marriage, so everyone's happy, and not be like, oh, you're happy but I'm not happy, I'm putting in effort for you but you don't, that kind of thing. So you need to work on it. It's a work in progress. I think it's never ending. You have to keep working on your marriage forever, basically forever. Okay. The other point is understanding takes time, meaning you will not understand each other from the jump, even though you've dated for, I don't know, 3 years, 5 years. As I said, if you do not live with each other, you do not know the habits and all of that and everything about the person. Now, once you live together, that's when you know everything. You start seeing the little bits that might piss you off or whatever. But, oh, excuse me. You have to try and understand why the other person does what they do. This is where the work comes in. You have to be able to take time and try to understand why is it doing that, and not just jump to their throat and try to kill them because they left the sea up. I know it's annoying. My husband does it sometimes and it actually pisses me off, but I've learned, like, you know what, just put it back down, or just tell him, like, babe, you left the sea up, But some people, there's things that irritate them, and they can just just jump off and just go off on one. You can't do that, because at the end of the day, you will do that, and then you start an argument, and then it's just a silly, like, from a small little thing, and then you blow up, and then it becomes a massive issue, and it's like, you did not even need to do that. Like, you could have just told him, like, babe, don't do that or something, and then that's it, and then he can tell you why he did it, and then you can just have a word or whatever. But you have to understand each other. It cannot be a one-way street. You cannot say it's my way or the highway. No, honey. No, that's not how marriage works. It's not, you're not boyfriend, girlfriend, you're actually wife and husband. So you do have to try and understand each other because you live together. So you have to be considerate of each other. So you need to learn, to be understanding of each other's feelings, each other's wants and needs, each other's ticks and non-ticks, that kind of thing. So you have to try to see each other here and not just the thing is, you will change as you grow and as your marriage grows. It's not gonna stay the same. The person you married will not stay the same. Just like you, they will change, you will change. And I'm not saying I'm not saying as in you fall out of love. I mean, some people do. Some people fall out of love and they divorce. But how do I say? If you're open, that's the thing with the marriage, you have to be open with certain things because you cannot stay the same. Everyone changes, everyone changes. You cannot expect your partner to just be the same person you married 10-20 years ago. No, everyone changes. It's human nature. Everyone change. You change. Your behavior might change. The way you like the sitting room might change. The way you dress might change. The way you look might change. So keep that in mind. Things will change, but you have to learn to go with it. You have to remember to, what's the word? You have to remember that change is inevitable, and the bottom line is, as long as the feelings don't change, then you're good. You can roll with the changes. You can, grow with the changes, change with the changes. Cool. But as long as your feelings are the same, then that's all gravy. But if the feelings change, then that's a different thing, So yeah. The major one, having children will change your whole dynamics. 360 degrees. It will change. Those days when you could go out on, on the town and get drunk and fall on, those will be less. It'll be like twice a month or something. You will not be able to keep doing that unless you really have a good babysitter. But even anyway, let me not judge. But when you have children, things will change. They will take up a whole lot, 90% of your time, probably way before you used to have the whole 100%, 100% of, each other's attention and stuff. Kids come in, they will change everything. They will take all your time. They will take all your time, especially in those first few years when they're dinky and, they're not in school and stuff like that. They will take up all your time. So be aware of that. Okay, you will not be able to have that one-on-one, personal time and all of that, because by the time those kids go to bed, you will just want to zonk out too. You're like, I'm done, I'm over it, I'm going to bed. You'll be done, you'll be tired. So yeah, kids will change your dynamics, but it's not for long. Literally, it doesn't last. And once you get into you get used to having a child or a baby and you get in a routine, you can still go out. You can still schedule, days where you can, get, one of your family members or something to watch them. And then you can go out for a night out with your partner or your friends and, slowly. But in the beginning, it's kind of difficult when they're still dinky. It's hard when you're trying to get a routine with them and, get to know the baby and then try to find a home routine, a family routine with your partner. It's difficult, but it's not undoable. Is that even a word? Is that a word? I don't know if it's a word, but yeah, you can do it. It's just, it'll be different. It'll be a massive change. It'll be a big difference. It'll be a big, oh God, what's wrong with me? I can't talk. It'll be a big change. Okay, it'll be a big change. But it's nothing that you can't, walk around and get used to. So the last point is, marriage takes two people, not one. It takes two to make it work. I know it's very obvious, but sometimes certain things people think, oh, that's hard job to do, and I do this job. It can be, but there's certain things like planning days out or being romantic or planning a family holiday, or I mean, find different things which one person is good at and different things that you're not, so the other person will take that and the other person will take that. But when it comes to do with you as a couple, you have to work, both of you have to work on it. It's not up to one person to be like, oh, I'll always booking where to go to eat, or always booking romantic getaways and stuff. You have to do it too, that way the other person feels like they are loved and they are thought about, and that kind of thing. But if it's just on one person to always plan every Valentine's, every wedding anniversary, every quick getaway, whatever, and one person is always doing that, it's that's like a one-way street. Like I always think, it's like I'm always thinking about you, but you're not thinking about me, kind of thing. So you do have to think about each other. You need to work together and make sure you make each other feel special and feel loved, and don't just think, oh, that's not my thing, it's her thing to do, or it's his thing to do, it's not my thing, so I let him do it. Now, because sooner or later they'll be like, oh, you never plan anything for us, you never do anything for that, and then that's it might end up in an argument, which it will be a big one, because that topic, a lot of partner excuse me, a lot of partners and a lot of married people always really argue about that topic. I've had a lot of friends who are married, they're like, oh, I'm always the one who plans it, or he doesn't plan it. And at first, when you're talking about it between friends or whatever, you must say it in a joking way, and you think, hey, but really they might go back and be like, oh, we were talking about it and this happened, and then they argue. So it's a massive thing for you to be able to do your part in making making plans for you to go out and have your time and stuff, because it's lovely to just be like, come in and your partner be like, oh babe, get changed, we're going here, and be like, oh where? And they'll be like, it's a surprise, and it's like, it's like the butterflies start going, you're like, oh, he did it for me. But if it's always one way, it's like, is that really, what have you done for me, Lele? So anyway, guys, I hope I answered your question, the person who sent it in, and I hope I didn't ramble too much. I know I can ramble sometimes, but I hope I got to the point of every point that I made. And if you have any questions, put them in the comment section, or send me a DM on Instagram at MabelOkui_, and we shall speak to you later. Bye.